heck are you people? I'm Lawrence and I welcome you to this pretty modest channel. Today we are going to deep dive into
Teen Wolf,
which is also a 80s film I used to watch very often as a kid and which I enjoy it quite much through the eyes of a child. Now, I'm curious to discover if my watching experience is going to be the same or almost the same as my watching experience as a kid. Are you too eager to discover that? Let's get into it. Creepy sound this is. I got very freaked out as a kid the first time I watched this. Oh.
You guys suck.
No, really?
You want to forfeit the game?
Yeah. What's wrong with that?
No. My players have league scoring records at stake. It wouldn't be fair to them.
Just thought if we quit now, you could beat the 5 o'clock traffic.
There's a lot to learn from losing.
I will play if it's that big a deal to you.
This coach is always chewing on gum.
Thorn, look at this.
Forget it, George!
I always wished I could do the same as a kid in situations, in front of situations like this. Missed it.
Hey, what is that? Liverwurst? What?
Leberwurst.
How about liverwurst from over there?
Oh, yeah, right. Underneath these?
I was very active while school as a kid, physically, so I can identify with the situation and with the character.
Look, Scotty, I know what you're going through. A couple years back, a kid came to me much the same way you're coming to me now. Saying to me pretty much the same thing that you're saying. He wanted to drop off the team.
What happened to the kid?
I don't know, he quit. It's a third stringer. I didn't need him.
Yeah, Coach, I'm a first stringer.
Yeah, and you already got a job working for your old man.
Means he's got no problems at all because of that example. Thanks for your help, Coach. Something is itching me.
Yeah, he goes out to high school. Some strange sounding guy called. Sounded like he was in a big hurry.
Did I?
I'm not sure what I wrote down, but check the clipboard. That's what it's there for.
His father is a werewolf too. Why doesn't he react like he does?
It's broken.
Although, of course, his father is more experienced, so he's used to these kind of sound effects.
What was that?
What was that?
I mean, I'm serious. I'd like to take you. I got a van.
Hope your acting's better than your hook shot.
Dude, she's got a boyfriend.
Hot damn. The boss is throwing a big bash for one of the boys down at the gravel pit. You just got paroled.
Gotta see your ID. Sport.
It didn't work.
Come on. Hey, listen, Styles. Do you know anything about a rash that's going around?
Why, you looking to catch something?
No, I'm serious.
No. But I heard Mr. Murphy, you know, the shop teacher,
Yeah.
got his dick caught in a vacuum cleaner.
Forget I asked. Hi.
Hi.
I'd like...
Hearing ID, Sonny. You little bastards just won't give up, will you? Listen, no ID, no goddamn beer. Can't you get that through your thick skull?
He's right though.
Give me a keg of beer.
This is cool though. As a kid, this impressed me quite much. It was one of many cool scenes of this film. Oh, pointy ears, pointy ears. Whoa. It's like discovering school time again by watching this film, which get me kinda nostalgic.
Promise I won't fight.
No, she doesn't. He does.
From the board is healthy, you just want to check his blood sugar.
Is that a man or a woman?
Hey, your fingernails!
Ouch. The following scene is also a very impressive one, which has been imprinted in my mind as a kid. They were able to find the right balance, not too horrific and not too, you know, harmless.
Scott, we really need to talk about this.
Forget it, Dad. I don't want to talk. Go away.
Time is needed to digest the whole thing. Like many things in life.
When you want it, you're going to have great power. And with great power goes a greater responsibility. Your mother and I learned to live with this thing, and so can you.
I wonder if I can.
I've heard that line from someone else. Can we relate to this situation too? Being called, always being called by the teacher?
A little far from your side of the building, aren't you, Howard?
No.
This dude is a pain in the neck.
Wait a minute. Are you going to tell me you're a fag? I mean, if you're going to tell me you're a fag, I don't think I can handle it.
I'm not a fag.
Style is a homophobe.
Styles, it's me.
What can I say? You're beautiful.
And he's got something against fags.
Well, no, I checked there.
He sees and smells things beyond your perception.
Not this time, Wolf. You won't understand.
I've gotta go.
Yeah.
Maybe she would. there are times people aren't able to appreciate
Good luck, Scott.
other people very, very close to them. Very simple, but nice effect. He is bursting out. He certainly has skills. Now she does notice him.
Listen to this. Kurt wants you to be in the play.
He does.
Why?
Oh, wait a minute, Pamela, what about basketball?
It won't interfere. It's a small part, just for you.
Just for you.
You don't scare me, freak. Underneath all that hair, you're still a dork, Scott. I've handled your kind before. Your mama used to steal chickens out of the backyard until I blew her head off with a shotgun.
I know that feeling. The feeling of just, I could kill you. Can we say that she's a bitch? In today's world, real world, I don't think that people would react to a werewolf with all that tolerance, rather with great fear. Hence, this film could have been possible only during the 80s. Although being a comedy, this film got some serious subtones in it, and in the end the film is about growing up and learning to handle emotions. This song segment is for sure inspired by Michael Jackson's Thriller. And by the way, this film looks and sounds like a huge MTV video.
Stay away from Pamela, she's mine. Stick with your own kind, freak. Like that little tramp.
He could have killed him eventually if he wanted to.
You don't know how long I have waited to get you right where I am.
I'm sorry about the noise.
You're never going to play that.
Someone is hammering around. Now you will get it, Viceroy.
Stay away from me. I want you to leave my son alone. He's a good kid. He's just having a tough time right now. Okay?
He pissed in his
I know I was
pants.
telling you, Rusty.
Again. All these disappointed faces.
I think we can win this.
I do get you, man. But the others don't.
Shoot it, fat boy!
tide turns. It seems to work also without being a werewolf. Great shot, Chubby. No chances.
Let's go out of here.
Hypocritical girl. I must confess, I got quite emotional at the end when they win. When they win. The way I say that, terrible. When they win. You know, when you watch this film as a kid, and you watch it, and you do rewatch it years later as a grown up, you could see few things which do not make much sense, things which wouldn't be adaptable this way nowadays. Today, indeed, I don't think you could remake a film the same way, obviously. Anyway, the film isn't great. It has more a kind of nostalgic touch to me, and it's a very low film compared to the films we got to see today, were filled with action, filled with a much more dynamic, even while a dialogue scene, there is still something engaging. Not in every and each film, of course, but nowadays in great movies, dialogues are much more engaging. There are a few moments of emotional engagement, of engaging action, of quite moving moments. As a whole, the film isn't as engaging as I recall it when I watched it the first times as a kid. At any rate, the film has got adult topics and issues. It handles the topic of growing up and having issues with others and with oneself. This is happening during puberty, but it happens also beyond that, at any life moment, whenever you are confronted with life issues of any sort. The film is filled with 80s songs. There isn't much film score you can hear, aside here and there in the transformation scene, for instance, or at the end of the film. Other than that, the film is again filled with 80s pop music, pop songs only. Granted, it's a 80s film, so back then putting pop songs into a film was normal. Nowadays, you hear any kind of song where it is needed, where the film needs a song. In the 80s, on the other hand, they used to again put pop songs whenever and wherever they like to. Miles Goodman's score sounds pretty good, although there isn't much to listen at throughout the film because of all the songs we hear in almost every scene. So nowadays, a film like this wouldn't work without giving the story some kind of realism and without giving the characters, all characters, some background and depth to which we can relate to. The film really comes across like a song video collection film, really not more, not less. Performing wise, you can obviously very much relate to the main character of Michael J. Fox, Scott, actually trying to make out of the script the very best he can. All others are just kind of extras, one-dimensional characters. Nowadays, this is something which wouldn't work. We have to understand why the bad guy is the bad guy. In this, the bad guy is just a bad guy, with the simple excuse of being angry at someone who wants to date his bitchy and opportunist girlfriend. Yeah, aside that, the film is enjoyable to watch. If you got the patience to watch it from the beginning to end. I'm not sure if nowadays kids or younger people would want to watch this film without being bored somehow. I can watch this film because of my nostalgic feelings and connection to it. Teen Wolf was released on August 23rd, 1985 and received quite mixed reviews. It was though a commercial success, grossing over $18 million on a just $1.2 million budget. Due to its success, the film spawned even an animated series adaptation the following year. 1987 followed a sequel. Teen Wolf also influenced a supernatural drama series of the same name that aired on MTV from 2011 to 2017. Teen Wolf's coming-of-age themes can't help but feel a little bit dull and unengaging, except for just a few scenes. It's also a very harmless film, displaying a werewolf, which in its nature is the very contrary of harmless. In fact, he's very human. Still, there is nothing Scott Howard is able to accomplish in its werewolf shape others cannot achieve too. Hence, the Teen Wolf, in the end, isn't all that special in its skills, aside maybe being able to smell things others cannot smell. But that would be all. The special makeup effects for the Teen Wolf holds up pretty well. The makeup looks quite believable and Michael J. Fox did a terrific job behind that mask. The first times I watched this film, I really thought Teen Wolf was performed by someone else. Back then, I didn't know that much Michael J. Fox's mannerism and his performances as an actor. Today, even though behind the mask, I yet recognize him. Okay, what are your thoughts did you liked or even loved this film as a kid, which I presume it's the case. Do you still love it, or at least like this film? Do you have the same opinion, view of the film you once had as a kid, or do you got as well some different opinions, which I believe is okay to have different views between all these years. In the meantime, as a grown-up, I'm very curious to know. Alright then, I'm gonna ending it here. Thank you all for taking the time to watch this with me. If you like this video and its content, you just thumbs up. And if you got more of these you want me to get through with you, you may send me your suggestions this way. And if you like to support my work here, I would very much welcome you in the Patreon Brotherhood anytime. Right, Robo?
Thank you for your cooperation. Good night.
Feel free to subscribe if you're new to this channel. Stay tuned, go beyond, and you are going to see me once again next time.